Hello everybody, my name is Bahie Elsamad and my partner Dana Mohammad. Our research is about study of text neck syndrome among smartphones users via Jack software. This presentation focuses on examining the risk factors associated with the text neck syndrome among individuals using smartphones. Text neck is a present-day term that combines the symptoms of repeated neck and head pain caused by the prolonged texting or gazing down at the cell phone or any other electronic devices. As this problem is spreading all over the world and causes many problems, especially our kids, some researchers have proved that 79% of the population between the age 18 and 44 have their cell phones with them almost all the time. Also, 66.7% of people who use the smartphone for more than 3 hours while sitting or standing experienced neck pain. There are many long-term consequences due to the TN syndrome, which are degeneration in the structure of the cervical spine, nerve inflammation due to the slip disc, and forward head postures. The objectives of this research are to raise awareness of the importance of correcting smartphones usage postures, simulate smartphones handling techniques using Jack software, study the effect of different postures on the neck, and to recommend alternative solutions. In order to gather enough information about TN syndrome, many researchers have done, but to the best of our knowledge, nobody used digital human modeling to analyze text neck syndrome. Moving on to the methodology, DAME's engineering methodology was followed to clearly identify the TN syndrome, as a developed flowchart illustrates followed procedure in this research. In the beginning, the TN syndrome clearly defined with its consequences. Then, a relevant literature was checked and factors related to the TN syndrome were analyzed. After that, a survey was conducted to collect reliable data. Minitab software was used to analyze the survey data. Moreover, digital human models were created using Jack software with different postures and different smartphone usage levels. Some alternatives were developed in order to improve the model and evaluated to know its efficiency in order to select the best solution. Now it is the turn to analyze the root causes of the text neck syndrome. A survey was conducted about smartphone usage and it contained 11 questions. There are 3 factors were considered too, and they were obtained from the literature review, which are gender, both for male and females, postures, for standing, walking, and sitting, level of usage for eye, chest, and lap. However, there are other factors that may affect on text neck syndrome. After spreading the survey, we got 722 responses, as 65.1% were females and the others were males. In order to analyze the survey, Minitab software was used, as we can see from this pie chart that 88.9% of people said that the smartphone is the most used smart device. Also, around 53% of people use their smartphones more than 5 hours daily, which is very bad. Moreover, sitting posture is the most used posture. After that, a general linear model was done to classify the critical factors affecting the neck with taking into consideration alpha 0.1. The ANOVA result shows that age and hours used statistically significant. Moreover, the interaction between the hours used and sitting level were significant too, and there is an incremental impact on the neck pain level by using smartphones for a longer time, and especially at the eye level while sitting. And it was proven that texting while sitting with the head bent forward was more common among musculoskeletal symptoms.
In order to analyze text neck problem, Jack software was used. Jack software is a 3D human modeling and simulation software. It was developed since 1980. It contains different analysis assessments like fatigue, lower back analysis, comfort assessment tool, Ovaka working posture analysis, and rapid upper limb assessment. In this project, Rula and comfort assessment tools were used in order to indicate the musculoskeletal disorder risk. Our key performance indicators are rapid upper limb assessment, RULA, neck scores, which were extracted from RULA, head flexion angle, which were also extracted from the comfort assessment. RULA can give different scores. Each score indicates specific risk level. For example, if the score is between 1 and 2, it means that the risk is negligible. However, if the score is above 6, so the risk is very high and changes should be done immediately. For the comfort assessment tool, in the comfort assessment, if the score goes outside the given range, it will show a yellow color. Digital human model experiments were done for both genders, male and female, Jack and Jill. 3 different postures, sitting, standing, and walking, 3 levels of usage, eye, chest, and lab, and 3 height percentiles, 5th, 50th, and 95th percentile. After analyzing these factors on Jack software, as shown in these tables, we can notice that 95th percentile is the most affected percentile for all the postures due to the body physical structure. Sitting posture includes a lot of risky scores, which indicated by the red color. For all the levels, the chest was the riskiest level as the ruler takes into consideration both body group A and B. However, the neck scores, which were extracted from Rula, gave the highest scores at chest and lab levels, since Jack needs to bend his neck to reach the smartphone level. Another human models for Jill were developed. The results showed that almost all the percentiles got affected using smartphones at different levels. The worst posture was standing posture, as it gives the highest Rula scores. However, for the neck score, the worst posture was at lab level for 95th percentile due to the overbending in the head using the neck. A general linear model using Minitab was developed to analyze only Rula scores. ANOVA results show the significant factors, which are gender, postures, level of usage, and height percentile. In addition, the following two-way interactions were significant too at gender and posture, gender and level of usage, posture and level of usage, and posture and height percentiles. One interaction out of three-way interactions was significant, which is gender, postures, and level of usage. R-squared value was very high, as it indicates that approximately 98% of data fit the model. All the results match with the outcomes of the surveys analysis that have been done previously. The main effect plot of the most significant factors affecting the neck, as females are the most affected than males. Chest level, while sitting has the highest effect on the neck, 95th is the most affected percentile. Moving to the interaction plot, it's proven that females who use smartphones while sitting are the most affected, using a smartphone at the chest level while standing is the worst posture. Females with 95th percentile are more affected in comparison with males. Moving to the head flexion angle, the angles for both male and female at lab level were outside the range and need to be corrected immediately. However, females affected by wrong posture more than males, and our claim can be supported by some researchers which stated that there is a significant difference between how both genders bear the mechanism of pain. Therefore, females suffer from pain more than males. Neck scores and head flexion angle also were proved that using a smartphone at lab level has the highest neck score for sitting and standing postures. These results compatible with some researchers that showed using the smartphone while sitting in lab level without armrest has the highest neck and head flexion angles. As using the smartphone while sitting is the worst posture, so we focused on this posture and we came up with several solutions by applying them in Jack software in order to minimize the pain occurred by the TN syndrome. The proposed solutions are wearing prism glasses and having chair arm support. For prism glasses, and after applying the prism glasses on Jack software, it's clear that the scores were decreased for both female and male, especially for gel. The scores were 5 and 6, and after applying prism glasses, the scores become 4. Also for neck scores, there were some changes for gel. For example, for sitting posture at lab level for 95th percentile, the score was 4. However, after applying prism glasses, the score became 2. Prism glasses do not cause head flexion, so it is equal to 0. For chair arm support, after applying it on Jack software, the results decreased for both Jack and Jill. Especially for Jill, the highest score was 7, and it decreased to 4 after applying chair arm support. For the neck scores, also they were 3 and 2 for Jack and Jill, both Jack and Jill, and they became 1 and 2 after applying chair arm support on Jack software. The lab level angles after applying the chair support stayed outside the range, but looking for the bright side, the angles was decreased and improved. Those pictures are a glimpse of the 74 design models in order to present you these outcomes. 74 models were designed since we are simulating humans, not systems. To conclude, this research focused on the ergonomic risk and neck pain due to the TN syndrome problem that affects people, and it's based on gender, postures, level of usage, and height percentiles. The TN is associated with exponential growth and development of the technology that has many side effects on people. Other than that, the head flexion angle was a matter of concern that was measured. Digital human models with different scenarios were simulated using Jack software to show the risk associated with the prolonged usage of smartphone. The results proved that females are affected more than males. Sitting posture is the worst posture based on the neck scores. Neck scores for sitting posture at lab level were the highest scores, and head flexion angle at lab level for both male and female were the highest. Therefore, alternative solutions were suggested, such as chair arm support and prism glasses, and based on all outcomes, prism glasses were the optimum solution as both the ruler and neck scores decreased, and the head flexion angle was 0. On the other hand, some recommendations might help in reducing neck pain due to the usage of smartphones. If the prism glasses are not affordable, it's preferred to use the smartphone at eye level while sitting and standing. Use armrest support, and finally, it's preferable to take short breaks, do stretching, and do some exercises as shown in the figures. Do each exercise one time for 15 seconds and repeat it 4 times. This will help in easing muscle pain. Thank you for listening and hope you enjoyed our presentation.